want our children to be safe in schools. We want each other to be safe in our neighborhoods. And we've just gotten, unfortunately, polarized.
Enough is enough. That is what we are hearing so much of right now. At least 6 teenagers shot and killed in Metro Atlanta in just the past 2 weeks. A lot of people are going to social media calling for something more to be done to keep children safe in Atlanta. Someone who is helping lead that conversation and listening to a lot of the feedback is Reec Sweeney from Hot 107.9, also been leading our Facebook Live. And we're seeing from the feedback on Facebook Live, people saying, we have got to find a solution. It's not okay to say, shoot, this is just what happens, and we're devastated for these families. What can we do to make a change in our city?
Yeah, a lot of the parents that were calling into the show when we brought this up, and I just appreciate you guys starting the conversation with Naima, and then we started seeing these faces with the names, and it was like, man, these are the kids that are like, could be friends with my kids, could be friends with my little nephews and nieces. You know what I mean? So I was like, I thought it would be very important to bring it up on air, and the parents were just like, wow, thank you so much. We needed a voice. We needed basically to be able to vent first and then try to come up with solutions.
Yeah. We should, important to speak these names. We're talking about Joshua Torrance, Grant Payton, Tyree Johnson, Travion Richardson, Ezekiel Smith, young men with incredibly bright futures in front of them that their lives were taken. You're hearing from a lot of people, young and parents, saying there's not enough options for these young people to do constructive things in our community.
Yeah, a lot of the young people just need something to do. And with social media, you know, it's so easy to get a weapon. It's so easy to obtain drugs or get into the wrong crowd. You know what I mean? So with something to do, it kind of handles that. You give them a camp to go to. You give them a basketball to hold and, you know, just go do something positive. Even opening up the community centers for the youth. I mean, things like that really, really help. That's the stuff that kept me out of trouble. Yeah. You know what I mean? So a lot of the parents were saying the same things. They need job opportunities. That's a big thing. You know what I mean? They need to be able to talk to each other in a better way, you know, so just different kind of training. It's just all that kind of stuff was pouring into the phone lines.
As I'm looking at our Facebook Live now, a lot of people really agreeing with that sentiment. We've got to channel this energy in a positive way. How can we use the stream of information and peer pressure in the right way to get kids banding together and parents looking together. So we're going to continue this Facebook Live. Reec, thank you so much for really continuing this conversation. It's so important. So we'll keep on Facebook Live here. We love your feedback and your ideas. And this is not the end. This is just the beginning of some work that really needs to be done to protect our kids in this city. They deserve it. All right. Reec, thanks a lot. Thank you.